By the end of this video, you will learn the truth behind 5 of the most common myths coaches teach in pickleball, so you can immediately improve your game by playing smarter and more confidently. These so-called golden rules might sound helpful, but when followed blindly, they can actually hold you back from reaching your full potential. So let's break these down, fix them, and help you start playing your best pickleball today. One of the most commonly repeated lines in pickleball is that when you're at the kitchen line, you should always try to take the ball out of the air. While there's some logic behind this advice, mainly that it reduces your opponent's reaction time, it's definitely not a one-size-fits-all strategy. In fact, trying to volley every ball in the air can actually put you in worse positions. The reality is this: if you have to stretch, reach forward, or lift the ball just to take it out of the air, then you're not gaining an advantage. You're more likely to pop it up and hand your opponent a golden opportunity. Instead, the smarter move is to let the ball bounce when you can't be aggressive. When it lands, step back slightly, stay grounded, and then drive through the shot with more control and intention. Think of it like this: if the ball is within your comfortable strike zone, where your elbow is bent and your paddle is compact, you can attack it out of the air. But once it falls outside of that range, let it drop. You'll have better shot selection, more time to react, and more consistent placement. It's not about always taking it in the air, it's about knowing when it actually benefits you to do so. Another huge myth you'll hear often is that you and your partner should always move in sync. This idea is borrowed from doubles tennis, where movement patterns are a bit different. In pickleball, though, always shifting together can leave you vulnerable in certain situations. Let's say you're dinking and you pull your opponent wide to one side. If your partner slides too far to cover the middle, it leaves the line open for an easy counterattack. The smarter strategy is to only shift when the ball is on the other side of the net. So when the ball is coming toward you or your side of the court, stay put. The shifting only needs to happen once the ball crosses over and your opponents are preparing to return. This way, you're not chasing the ball unnecessarily and exposing gaps in coverage. You're adjusting your positioning based on ball location, not just your teammates' movement. It's a subtle but powerful shift in mindset that can stop your team from giving away easy points and make your positioning feel far more intuitive. Here's another big one, and it has to do with one of the most technical shots in the game: the third shot drop. Many players are taught to lift the drop using a big body motion, almost like you're lifting with your legs and chest to float the ball over the net. But that motion creates more problems than it solves. Here's why. The drop is a forward shot, not an upward one. When your body is moving upward, using your legs and chest, you're working against the motion of the paddle, which is trying to move the ball forward. It's inefficient and leads to inconsistent drops. A much better approach is to keep your body calm and stable. Think of your drop like a putting stroke in golf: smooth, balanced, and driven primarily by your arms and a light forward weight transfer. Let the ball come down to your paddle, stay low, and guide it forward with a quiet upper body. You're not yanking it over the net, you're gently sending it to your target zone in the kitchen. Consistency in the drop starts with stability, not power. Now let's debunk the myth around one of the most powerful shots in modern pickleball: the two-handed backhand. A lot of coaches emphasize the non-dominant arm, saying that the power comes mainly from that offhand guiding the swing. While the non-dominant hand is definitely important, it's not the real source of the shot's strength. The truth is, the lower body and core do most of the work. Just like in other rotational sports, whether it's baseball, tennis, or even throwing a punch, the legs, hips, and torso generate the power, and the arms just finish the job. So if you're trying to muscle your backhand solely with your arms, you're missing out on the real engine of the shot. Instead, start by rotating through your hips and torso. Let your body unwind from the ground up, and only then should your arms follow through with the paddle. You'll find you can create more power with less effort, and your timing will feel much smoother. If you're too arm heavy, you'll likely rush the shot, lose control, or miss your target. But when your legs and core are in sync with your paddle, the shot becomes a natural, fluid strike. So next time you're drilling or playing, try focusing less on your arms and more on initiating your shot from the ground up. It's all about sequencing: hips, then arms. Power comes from the floor, not the wrists. And finally, perhaps the most damaging lie of all, always do X. This one takes many forms. Always return down the line, always speed up through the middle, always drop the third shot. These blanket statements sound confident, but they remove the most important part of pickleball, adaptability. Pickleball is a strategic game. There are certainly general guidelines that are helpful for most situations, but no rule applies 100% of the time. Let's say you're told to always return down the line to get your partner involved. But what if the player in front of you has a stronger forehand than their partner? Or what if you're more confident hitting a cross-court return? Then it makes way more sense to break the rule and play to your strengths. The same goes for speed-ups. If your opponent is clearly shifting toward the middle, trying to anticipate your attack, then going down the line might be smarter. Or if you're told to always drop the third shot, but your drive is on point today, it may be more effective to drive and set up an easier drop on the fifth. These decisions are situational and should depend on who you're playing, how you're feeling, and what gives you the highest percentage play at that moment. The key takeaway here is that you need to be an adaptable thinker on the court. Don't just follow advice blindly. Think critically about why you're doing what you're doing. Use these rules as a starting point, but don't let them lock you into predictable patterns. Pickleball isn't checkers, it's chess. It's all about adjustments, counters, and staying one step ahead. And there you have it, the 5 biggest lies coaches teach in pickleball, and why breaking away from them might be the smartest move you make. Hopefully this breakdown helped you see the game a little differently, and gave you some clarity on how to play with more intention and less rigidity. Let us know in the comments below. What's the worst or most confusing advice you've ever heard on the court? Maybe it's one of these, or maybe it's something new we can all learn from. Either way, keep thinking for yourself, keep refining your skills, and most of all, keep enjoying the game. Don't forget to hit subscribe. We're putting out new videos every other week, packed with training, tips, and strategy to help you level up your game. Until next time, keep playing smart. See you on the court.